This is how it is today on Pop Culture Minefield. This is how it is today. This is how it is today on Pop Culture Minefield.
Yeah, it's always a catchy tune. Good morning, guys. First in the house. As so often, Gambit jumped in, saying hi to. Sadly, Joe is not here today, but thank you for saying hi to him. He is in the chat right now because he's at the dentist. He's at dentist with Mama Joe. Yeah, I think it captured the era well when MLK is killed. Um, a- there's a period of time there, and I think that's kind of one of the weird things about the film is a few years are going by, and we're kind of going through it pretty quickly. And I'm saying that with a 3-hour movie. It's just suddenly like it's a year or two later, and I don't think they really transitioned that very well. It almost feels like it all took place in a very short period of time when actually it took place over years. Um, it is a really long in the tooth movie. Oliver Stone wanted to make this film a certain way, and he went over the 2-hour mark. And
Way over.
it is what it is. It's a moderately well done film. It's got a lot of fucking problems. My biggest beef with this film is Oliver Stone's politics really show through. Yeah, first in line, Gambit. He reminds me of me with Star Wars when I would camp out at the theaters, and like all my friends showed up for Empire Strikes Back premiere, and they got in line, and they're about 20 feet back, and they're looking up front, and there I am with a folding chair that I'd been there like since 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was not going to be second in line. I was first in line. And I bought all their tickets and they had to pay me back. And I saw this movie in a dollar theater. Some idiot stood up at the end and yelled at the audience that it was all our fault.
Okay.
That was you, wasn't it, Snort? That was Snort. Snort did that. Oh my God.
Snort,
Yeah, crazy people.
Tell me you at least took a chunk of him with a bite, please.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. I dislike Oliver North and his movies, so there. Yeah. Look, Stone is a communist, okay? I'm not going to pull any punches. I've worked for Dale Dye for 20 years, and he knows exactly how I feel about Oliver Stone and his pals. It's amazing how they used the real news footage during the infamous parade instead of just an actor playing JFK. They infused a lot of stuff because there are newer shots that were added to the assassination of John F. Kennedy, but they would intermesh them with the original footage, so it was hard for you to tell they were actors. There were over 300 shooters in Dallas that day, including Mafia hitmen, the CIA snipers, LBJ, and the June Taylor dancers. By the way, Jackie's hat was called a pillbox hat for a reason. You were eating your last seal. Okay. Just snacking, huh? Amazing how they used, let's see. Oh, Gary Oldman does a fine job. He does a fantastic. Everybody did a really good job in the film. Harvey hid himself in the depository so he could infiltrate Robert F. with his sniper.
That sentence is confusing me.
What?
That sentence is confusing. How do you infiltrate somebody with a sniper?
I'm not sure what that means.
Well,
Depository. So
the
he could
bullet infiltrated the skull.
Well, yeah.
I think that Harvey was chosen specifically to be the fall guy, as he said, Patsy. I think that they had pros coming in to do it. The hobos. I think there's a lot of truth in what Stone said in his film, but Stone also made this into a propaganda film. I remember I wasn't the only one when I saw this in the theater that groaned when he was standing at the eternal flame at John F. Kennedy's grave in Arlington. And it just, that scene is just there for one thing and one thing only, to play on the heartstrings. And it was really annoying. In the middle of a movie that's supposed to be historical, they throw in this fucking weird moment that was just really fucking weird. Just weird. Gary, we've got our pessimist here, and his name is Scott Spencer.
I wouldn't say it's a pessimist. It's confused of the nature of this show. We do not do watch-alongs, my friend. In the title, we have stated clearly.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to no. I'm not going to be nice about this. Learn to fucking read, dipshit. Just learn to fucking read. Why don't you just fucking scoot along, because we're going to ban you. You're an idiot. We want a little smarter crowd. Thanks a lot. Okay, Martin, do your thing with him.
What do you mean?
Well, we are annoying him anyway, so just kick that asshole.
We're so annoying. Oh, no, really, Scott? Oh, fuck off. Bye. Did you take care of it yet?
I'm on it. Wait.
Also, we're just 8 minutes in. So I don't know.
No, I'm glad we got it during the show, because I get annoyed when they show up later. I can't watch a free movie because I'm stupid and poor. Like, I'm poor too, but I still manage to find ways of watching movies without being a douche nozzle about it.
Now it's not his feeling for his fur.
No, Snorty, you're good. You guys are our friends.
Untouchable
Guys
here.
like that. We don't want audience members like that in the chat, because they're just fucking idiots. I'm so glad I finally, what is it, after years of getting those in the comments, finally get one live on a show where I can tell them what I think of them. Fucking idiots.
See, the same thing you were telling me before the show. The Odd Couples reunion.
Yeah. Sorry, Slasher Fred, I already made the joke. You can't have it. Not allowed. And of course, yes, Coal Miner's Donner. That's right. Tommy Lee and Sissy Spacek. And too bad they didn't have Michael Myers in this, as one of the characters. Because then Mike Myers, you could have had a Halloween. Oh wait, no, that's not Sissy Spacek. Who the fuck was that? Jamie Lee. Oh, Travolta. They should have had Travolta in it. Then it would have been a Carrie reunion. That's it. Is this movie in the public domain? No, it is not, though it should be. Because this isn't a movie that people just like watch more than once. It's like, it's too fucking long.
It is.
Well, Joe had seen it a bunch of times, and I'm planning to see again.
I will never watch this again. That was a chore yesterday.
Well, I will tell you that I do believe that this was the beginning of the deep state. That this incident is when they started their control over certain things. And they do. He does a fine job of bringing up certain names from the CIA, people that Kennedy himself had fired that had a grudge against him. And what you've got here is a history of anger from the mafia with the Kennedys because they helped get him elected, and then they turned on him, the mob. Robert F. Kennedy, of course, went after the mob directly under Kennedy, and Kennedy allowed it to happen. It's part of the reason why when he was running for president, that Frank Sinatra was going to house him at his compound. He had built a helicopter pad for Kennedy's helicopter, and after he built it, found out that he was not going to stay with him. He was going to stay with Bing Crosby. And Sinatra went out to that landing pad and began doing damage to it. He did not destroy it himself because it's just too big of a helicopter pad. But he began breaking it with a sledgehammer and was quoted as saying, "He's staying with Bing Crosby. He's a goddamn Republican." And he hated Kennedy after that. And Peter Lawford, who was a member of the Rat Pack, was kicked out because he was married into the Kennedys. So, and why did Kennedy suddenly change his mind? Because Frank Sinatra has too many close ties to the mob. And the plan was already in. And there were a lot of threats made by the mob to Joe Kennedy, their father, who was tied in directly into the mob. He was a fucking bootlegger, criminal, everything. And that's Daddy Kennedy. And man, I'm telling you, the mob and the CIA worked directly together. And I think even the FBI was involved. And that's that. They tried to make it look like the communists. They wanted to blame it on Cuba. And it didn't work. But they did slip their fingers under the door and open the door for the deep state to begin rooting around. Another part of that was the attack on Richard Nixon because he wouldn't play ball with them. And that's how Watergate happened. It's no coincidence that every member of the break-in team for Watergate worked for the CIA. Well, I don't think so. I think that the mob was deeply involved, hence the use of certain people, including Jack Ruby, who is deeply embedded into the mob. Sam Giancana had it out for the Kennedys. And absolutely, the CIA and the mob were deeply connected to each other. They worked together a lot. All the shit going on in Cuba was mob related too. There's a little film that came out back in the 90s called Ruby with Danny Aiello, which talks about how the CIA would work with the mob. And it has Aiello as Jack Ruby. And he supposedly in the film was part of that team because it's true. The attempted assassination of Fidel Castro was true, where they had done a lot of things, including what they show in the film of making a 16 millimeter camera an actual pistol. Never got his wish of bringing Robert F. around. You keep saying Robert F. Like, I'm not sure who you're talking about. Like, are you talking about Robert Kennedy? Well, in the movie All the President's Men, they use the real live news footage in the beginning of the film. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they have been working together since World War II to get
Yes.
access to Sicily.
Cicely Tyson?
Yeah.
Man, back in the day, I would have done that too.
Oh, I'm Gary. I'm so funny. Yes, you are. But I'm not giving you the satisfaction.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh, shit. I think he's frozen. Gary, still with us? Don't tell me he lost internet. Hey, boss. What is it
I
me?
think he's bullshitting you.
No. He has done it before. And I know when and the image is slightly pixelated. No. Okay. Right here. So this has been addressed.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
we lost him.
God damn it. Are they having a storm or what's going on there?
I don't know.
Checking.
Yeah, well, we still have 4 minutes
No,
before. No, what?
no storm.
Yet.
No, sunshine all day.
No, I mean, when he comes back, there will be a storm. Okay, I'll try to contact him. So, apparently, this will be the. I forgot how to English today.
I know that feeling.
So, apparently, Joe and I are the only ones in the team who like the movie.
I'm just a very unpolitical person. So to me, this was just 3 hours of politics. That's
Well, you don't have
yeah.
to be political to want to know the truth about things.
Yeah, but
And I'm not saying that this is the truth. I'm saying
exactly.
wait. The movie is not the truth. It's what they're trying to say is nobody knows the truth. Nobody appears to be interested in telling the truth of what happened, and nobody will. Believe me, nobody will say what really happened. They are going to release the files in what 3 years supposedly.
29, yeah.
Yeah, and they will be already redacted. So, nah.
Oh, yeah. Probably going.
Hey,
Hi, Glenn.
Glenn, good to
Probably
see
going
you.
to look like the Epstein files that they released, all black.
Yep.
Everything
Yep.
blacked out. What's the point?
I mean, and don't get me wrong. I I don't have any good opinion of any government in the world. For me, from my point of view, each and every government in the world is the enemy of its people.
Yeah. Well, they only want to get rich. They don't care
Yeah.
about the people.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber. I want to. I saw. Skip this line. Okay. No.
Yes,
Yes,
it
not a
is.
political. Yeah. No,
It's about the assassination of a president, so of course.
there's an argument to be done there. Maybe in another time I could articulate it more better. See what I mean?
Yeah.
No, nothing will ever come to surface.
Yeah, I think they
Oh,
did a pretty good job covering this up.
interest, Glenn. No. The job is piss poor. But we will never know the truth. Yeah, the Zapruder film. Yeah, they talk about it in this one. Oh man, the thing with the magic bullet.
Magic
Oh
bullet,
man.
what?
Oh, that's the name of the theory that says that one single projectile pierced Kennedy and the guy who was sitting in front of him, and the bullet turn and twist and twirl.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah,
It's mentioned in
and
the movie.
and at the end, the movie was intact. The bullet was intact. Wow.
Totally believable, yeah.
No.
He lost internet.
Ah, do, does he know why? Well, it is time to get this baby rolling. So
That slideshow is going to be wild because you had to cut it in half, more than that.
yes,
Slideshow on speed.
it will be jumping more like a kangaroo. You know those animals that you can see from your window.
Fuck you.
Um, well, I wouldn't say affected. Well, yeah, I think something like that. The country gets affected. Your life gets affected.
Well, yeah. That was a big thing.
Everybody gets affected in one way or another. Oh, this remind me this. There's a recent movie about the Cuban Missile Crisis that I haven't seen it yet. Don't remember the name, but I have to see it. And those were very hairy situations.
Yeah, I think I was too young back then to really
Mm.
realize what was going on.
You weren't even alive.
The aftermath, I mean.
Hey, okay, but Penny, we will wait for you. In fact, I'm gonna stop the show. I'm gonna put it all on pause, and we will wait for you.
No.
You never let me be nice with two people.
I don't want to do an endless show again. That one time was enough at the convention. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God. No.
Then it was all for nothing anyway because they couldn't come back. I'm sorry, people. I'm doing my usual uh, production thing. So I may go We
silent for a
also
while.
Nerdy his
Oh, here we
video,
go.
by the way.
Oh, right. Is it? Where is it, you little video? There it is. Yes, somebody's a happy bear right now.
Well, we made him wait for almost half an hour.
Debunk.
I've never heard
I
about
don't
that.
know, Snorri. The thing with with the number of shots fired and the magic bullet is enough to make me say, nah, I don't believe any of you. However, I will refrain.
Yay, we have him back.
Oops, I'm sorry, boss. I will. There you go. I was trying to be nice to you.
Don't fucking be nice to me. Then I'll get used to it. Now, if you don't know, that's Brian Doyle Murray. That's Bill Murray's older brother.
Oh,
He's plays the part of Jack Ruby. They have a lot of good actors in this film. A lot of them known for comedy that are in this film.
I insist.
We have John Candy in this film.
Yep.
Too.
But I insist I wouldn't have cast Walter Matthau.
Walter Mitchell.
Matthau.
What the fuck?
Matthau.
Walter
Matthau.
Matthau.
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
wouldn't have cast him in here because I saw it and say, "Oh, Nixon," and it wasn't Nixon.
Well, Snorty is excited that you're back.
Me too.
Hi, Snorch.
Believe me.
Same.
Sorry, John F. Kennedy was hit by a bullet in '63. I thought of him, not Robert F. Kennedy. Robert got hit from a bullet in '68, which they show in the film.
Hmm.
Even though I don't totally agree with his son, I think he's a good man. And you know, by the way, what's weird is that both boys had F for their middle initials. One's Fitzgerald and the other one's Francis. Do you know which is which?
Yeah,
I do.
Fitzgerald is this one,
Yep.
and Francis is Robert.
There was a movie came out in late 2000s called Bobby, which was directed by Emilio Estevez. I did not like that movie. Had some good cast in it, but it was not very good. By the way, Emilio's dad is the narrator of this film. And what's funny about that, Martin Sheen played Kennedy twice. Or a Kennedy.
Wow.
He played John Kennedy in the Missiles of October back when I was a kid. And then later, he played one of the Kennedys. I'm trying to remember. What one was that? Martin Sheen as a Kennedy. The 5-hour television miniseries, Kennedy. He did it again.
Oops.
So he got to play Kennedy a couple times. And well, he kind of resembles him a little bit. Another one that got to play him was the guy that does the gold coin commercials. Crap.
You got me, buddy. I don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
Missiles of October.
I live a pretty much commercial-free life the way I watch things.
I live in another country, so I don't see
Well,
the same
that too.
commercial that you do.
Yeah, that was it. That was the other film. Martin Sheen played Robert Kennedy, and William Devane played John in the Missiles of October, 1974. Encyclopedia, but sometimes I forget what the tag. Actor to play both brothers. That's right.
Oh shit! Again?
No,
He's there.
What?
He's still with us.
you froze for a moment.
I hope I don't lose it again. That was really annoying, but it did give me a chance to go to the bathroom. I didn't. I got right out of bed and came over to the camera and started the show. And John Forbes Carey tried to play. Oh my God! And I loved the response. You, sir, are no John F. Kennedy. It was the best response ever. He's a piece of shit. I cannot stand that guy. He's one of those. Yes, he did serve in the military, but he is absolutely a stolen valor guy. And I loved it when the PT guys. There were PT boats in Vietnam. They're called not fast boats. I forget what they're called. Anyway, a group of those guys came out and said he injured himself and tried to get a Purple Heart. He threw a frag and got hit by his own frag. You don't get a
What?
Purple Heart for that. Yeah.
No, that's stupidity. Not getting
Yeah,
injured in combat.
you don't get a medal for being dumb in combat. Yeah, Quail too, but no, it was also set against John Kerry. Quail is just guilty of one thing: being too nice looking and being a little dumb. Al Gore is more stupid than Quail. I mean, Al Gore's a fucking moron. He's a good salesman, though. He knows how to make himself a lot of money. What's this one? Dead Zone, Martin Sheen's character. You know what? You're right. You're right. And he's a big old fucking lefty, too. Scorsese's The Irishman tackles the problem between Jimmy Hoffa and John F. Kennedy. Well, more between Jimmy Hoffa and Robert Kennedy, because Bobby was the one that was after him. He wanted to put his ass in prison for his mafia ties. In the movie, yeah, got that one. Hoffa, 92, Danny DeVito and John C. Reilly, however, explores the problem to the pretty much. It's a good movie if you've never seen it. I thought Nicholson did an amazing job. Now there's Tommy Lee in a role I never pictured him ever playing, but he's really good as Shaw. And to this date, still, Jim is the only guy to try to bring charges against anybody for the assassination of John Kennedy. I think he fucked up, but I think he was really onto it. Because he started putting the pieces together. Keep remembering the way Jimmy Hoffa in the film Hoffa says to his friend, any man who tries to, and I say, motherfucker, this, and to Robert. Yeah. Don't do what?
Language.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm going to say it.
Yeah, we're being utterly policed, man.
Wasn't Carrie wounded by a flying grain of rice? To my knowledge, it was actually shrapnel that hit him, but I don't know. I know that he was behind a barrel, an oil barrel, drum. What do you want to call it? I dislike the way the family is depicted in the film. It's done just for drama, and it's kind of fake.
The wife always screaming at him. That was so annoying.
Yeah, just look, there's so many problems with this movie. The way people are depicted. That scene was so fucking toxic. I fucking hated it when he's standing there at Kennedy's eternal flame. And the black man and his son come walking up. That place is a fucking crowd all the time. Since his death. There's always a crowd there. You don't get that somber moment of just seeing a black man and his son coming up there and Jim Garrison giving that look. Oh, fuck. That shit fucking annoys me when you're trying to play your audience. Don't do that, man. Don't play your audience. Like they're stupid. I can't stand it when people intentionally try to play your heartstrings. I just fucking hate that in filmmaking. Now, before I go any further, though, I want to point this out that is Jim Garrison that plays Chief Justice Warren for the Warren Commission. You get to see him once when he's interviewing Jack Ruby in a prison cell. and then this shot here where he's leaving. And Warren was a corrupt piece of shit. Absolutely, I believe he was in on it. Oh yeah, this scene here with the Easter thing. Oh Christ, Christ done it, cracker, as we used to say.
Okay, I like that.
Man, it's a terrible movie, but I've seen it.
That's the one with Michael Caine, right?
Michael Caine and his hand. Yeah, Robert wanted to nail Jim for the criminal activities of the Teamsters. Absolutely. Because he knew that he was getting kickbacks from the mob too. I thought so too. Nicholson did not only enhance the look of Hoffa, he lived it. I forgot a couple of times while watching a movie that it was Nicholson. And I like that when that happens when you're watching a movie.
That's a good sign.
Look, Frank Langella convinced me he was Nixon.
What were you interviewed for in Dallas? Or were you? Did they call you over in the UK?
Dallas radio.
Yeah, and well, if you've been to John's gravesite there in Arlington, you know what I'm talking about. There's always a fucking line of people. That thing's always got a crowd.
Dealey Plaza.
What is HSCA?
I don't know. Glenn, can you explain that for Danny? What that is? Like I said, Garrison, you know, he took a lot of heat. But the fact is he seemed to be the only person interested in doing something legal. And that's why he took the heat, because a lot of these people that are bought and paid for in the government that are part of this cabal, they're going to do everything to destroy you, make you look bad. Now, he looks nothing like the dude, but Pesci went out of his fucking way to look freaky in this movie, because the real guy is really weird looking. The eyebrows and shit. Oh, House Select Committee of Assassination. You were involved with that? Like, what were you doing?
Huh.
Hey, sorry, on, not off. Yeah, it makes
Okay.
a difference.
Well, I agree with you, Gambit. When an actor loses themselves into a character, like, I don't know if anybody knows, that's Vincent D'Onofrio right there as one of the witnesses. This is an all-star cast.
It really is.
By the way, I had some fun last night with Anima, because
What?
we were talking about the show Scrubs, okay? And
Oh, yeah.
I love Dr. Cox.
Yeah.
And I love that guy. I just fucking love him. I will watch him like read the phone book. He's so fucking awesome. And I said, did you know that he was worked with Dale Dye in the movie Platoon and Oliver Stone? And she went, really? I went, yeah. And I showed her the scene. I said, are you prepared?
He's such a pussy.
Hold on. That's what I said. Are you prepared to see Dr. Cox play a pussy? And I showed her the clip. Come on, man. Top man. I got a bad feeling, man. He starts crying. I got a bad feeling. I'm not going to make it out of here, man.
That was fun.
Well, he reivindicated himself in The Rock.
Oh, yeah. Look, I love him as an actor. He's fucking good.
And we're going to
as I
cover
recall,
Platoon.
he doesn't die in Platoon, as I recall. He survives.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, he
he's the
survives.
one-
what's his name? Quinn's character survives, and he's the one who gets the stick later. And as Charlie is pulling off in his helicopter, pounding it into his chest, throwing the stick up for him as a sign of honor. And then everything gets fucked up with that last few seconds of fucking narration that, like, what the fuck are you talking about, Oliver Stone? Like, God damn, he's such an asshole. He had to throw his fucking communist bullshit at the end there. A lot of people think that Joe Pesci is being a comedic actor, but he was also in some very serious. Fuck yeah, he was. He was great in Raging Bull. Once Upon a Time in America, yeah, and of course, everyone remembers him in Goodfellas. He's funny as shit in Goodfellas, though.
And
Scary
Casino.
funny. I'm trying to remember. I don't think he was funny in that. I don't recall him being funny in that, but he's funny as
No,
shit
he
in
was.
Goodfellas.
I was talking about his serious role.
Oh yeah, it's serious. But in Goodfellas, he is a scary fucking dude, but he's funny, but he's scary as fuck. And so, and he based that on a real dude. That bit of dialogue when, Henry Hill's like, you're really funny, man. He said, what do you mean funny?
Funny how? Funny how?
And I laughed so hard at that scene because it's like he's just giving him shit, just fucking with him, busting his balls, as they call it. Okay, this is a really cool character, and I don't even know
X.
who he's supposed to be. Is Donald Sutherland in this scene? Really good. Yeah, David Ferry is a weird fucking dude, and he was part of that queer crowd that were working with the CIA. They were spooks, man. Yes, they were private businessmen, but they were fucking up to their neck deep in CIA operations, spying. Because like when he goes to that corner and he points out to his cohort, Jim Garrison, he says, "You've got the CIA, U.S. Naval Intelligence was in the top of that building, the post office, all the way up until last year." And he's like pointing out, this is like the center of America's intelligence community right here on this block. And that's scary as shit.
Ah.
Because it's not in DC.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pause this.
What?
What?
I just noticed that I step crucial. I skipped crucial step in the making of the slideshow, and it's kind of jumbled.
Okay.
Fuck. But we can have it in the back. But remember, it's not.
I'm not really paying attention to the story.
Good.
On the
Good.
camera. I'm just pointing out certain things on screen. Joe Pesci was in the great films, The Raging Bull. I love Raging Bull. And it's a movie you need to watch sometime, sweetheart. Once Upon a Time in America is another great film. I fucking love that movie. Goodfellas. Goodfellas is one of those films that's on my list because I was just talking about what we're going to be doing a lot for this year as an experiment is to grab some movies from actors whose birthdays are that month. And I'm just going to spread them out. Like for 1 week, we'll celebrate. This week, we're going to be celebrating Kevin Costner. We're also going to be doing Robert Duvall this week or this month. And I'm looking forward to that. Sadly, we've already done Open Range because that's got both him and Kevin Costner. Boy, that, in my opinion, is in the top 10 greatest Westerns ever made. In fact, I would say top 5. That's who he's supposed to be? Okay. All right. I will say that as far as all the conspiracy films I've seen on the Kennedy assassination, this film gets closest to what really happened because it was a coup d'etat. He calls it a coup d'etat, and that coup d'etat has been going on until right now. And right now, a certain gentleman has actually put a hurt locker on that coup because they've been trying super hard. And some of them that are involved in this are likely to go to prison. Some of these, um, deep state people. And I smile when I say the Clintons, even though I've never really had much of a beef with Bill. Um, I've always considered the guiltiest member of that partnership is Hillary, and she's a fucking evil person. Bill, he just likes getting his dick sucked. That's it. You know,
Right.
he likes the good stuff, but he actually was really good about working with both sides of the aisle. He was really good at that. I kind of like that about the guy. But also, it's because of the Clintons that the Chinese have so much fucking shit that sure looks a lot like ours in their military, like their new fighter.
The jet,
Was it?
yeah.
Yeah, the 35. Is it the 35, right?
Yeah.
That they just showed looks just like our new fighter. And I'm like, that's odd. That's odd. When I'm doing that, it means no, it's not odd. It's obvious what happened. They buy secrets from fucking traitors to this country, and that's the one place where I can say I believe that Clinton did something illegal. He lied to the American citizens. That's illegal too. You can't do that, and it was dumb. He just should have coughed up and said, "Yeah, I did it. I let a girl suck my dick in the White House. Shouldn't have done it. I was wrong." But no, he had to draw it out to where he got impeached. Because Kennedy did that shit too. He had that special tunnel that was used to get women in and out of the White House. Lee Oswald didn't shoot anyone that day. Well, he did. He shot a cop. Well, and then there is that question because he had so many people saying that their name was Lee Harvey Oswald. And they have photos of some of these people that were clearly not Lee Harvey Oswald going around saying they were. They were setting it up. So maybe, just maybe, that wasn't him that shot Tibbetts, the officer. But he did go straight from that shooting over to the movie theater. What's up, Andy? Hey, man, I got two limey pricks on the show that I like on a personal basis.
Oh
Look, and there's also plenty of evidence, albeit some of it circumstantial, that Lyndon Baines Johnson was corrupt as fuck. That is actual evidence, but that he may very well have played a part in this. Because a lot of people don't know, he didn't actually really like John Kennedy. Kennedy didn't really like him. Running mates don't always like each other.
Well, I don't know if he played a part, but as the investigators like to say, cui bono. And who became president?
Why? No, what is it? Cui bono? What does that mean?
Who benefits?
Who benefits? Yeah. It's so true. And that's what he says in the film, too. Like, who directly benefited from the death of John F. Kennedy? And he throws out LBJ's name. LBJ was a racist prick, man. He used the N-word quite often. And he said, you want to know how you get the N-words? You start giving them money from the state. And you have Democrats for life. Quote.
Under Hammerschlag. How are you, my friend?
Wait a minute. What's this? What's this? Oliver Stone's greatest film. The editing is
Impeccable.
Oh, it's impeccable. I was like, why is there an O there? M-O-K. There's a V in there too. It threw me off. But I get what you're saying. Yep. In another scene, yeah, okay. This is the one that irritates me right here. This scene. And I've been to Kennedy's grave. In another scene, Kevin Bacon is like, when he tells, okay, and I'm going to tell you now, there's a good likelihood that guy never said that. What they do in this film is they want to make anybody that was involved with this cabal to kill him look the worst they can as a person. So they have him saying the N-word, saying the J word, and that's Oliver Stone making specific choices to make the people who are anti-communist look bad. John Candy, I can see him from the hat and his sunglasses. Yeah, there he is. There's Jim Garrison, the real guy. I think he's more honorable than history treats him, Jim Garrison. But I think a lot of the people that are villainized in this film were people doing what they believed were their jobs. And Stone goes out of his way to make them look bad in the film intentionally. Jack Ruby was actually considered a very nice person. He was friends with a lot of the law enforcement there in that town. They really liked him and he liked them. Jack Ruby was a good businessman, took care of his girls. Yes, it was that kind of club. But I think there's a good possibility that he was talked into doing what he did by the mob and maybe believed in himself of doing the right thing, that he's killing the man that he was told killed Kennedy. I don't know how deep Jack Ruby goes into it, but I do know that according to some of those that have worked in both the CIA and such, said that he was tied directly into the mob and the mob is tied directly into the CIA. And to my knowledge, they still have a close relationship to this day, which is concerning. Yeah, John Williams' score in this is amazing, Gambit. I wholly agree with you.
He is the best movie composer of all times.
I do believe so. I do believe so myself. You and I've talked about that.
Yep.
What's this? Hold on. Great acting, especially by Joe Pesci, Gary Oldman, and Costner. Look, I'm going to tell you, every single actor in this movie pulled his weight in this movie. And the character that I found the most interesting of all the smaller roles in the film is Jay Sanders, who plays Lou Ivon, one of his lead investigators. I can't stand Ed Asner, by the way. He is a communist.
Yeah, he's a punk.
Hey, Joe. Hi, buddy.
Hi.
Was it your mouth that got worked on or your mom's?
No, my mom's. I'm just the caretaker.
So
today.
you just sound retarded naturally. Okay.
Exactly.
God
That's exactly
damn it.
right, Gary. I love it when somebody understands me. What's new?
Welcome to
Well,
my
we're talking
work.
about this. Yeah, we're talking about this great film. But
Yeah.
anyway, Bill Broussard, Broussard, one of his other investigators, played by Michael Rooker, is one of the best.
I think it's the
parts of this
first movie
film.
I ever saw Michael Rooker in, I think.
Not
he was
me,
young.
but
Yeah.
he was young. No, he'd already done a little film called Henry. I forget the name of the film now, where he played the serial killer. Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Okay.
Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. That is a one-time watch-only movie for me. I will never watch that movie again. Not that it was gory or anything like that to me. It was
dark,
the fact that its heart is so dark. To tell a story about this guy, because he's a real dude, and
that's the scariest ones, right?
and it's done in almost like a bio, what do you call it? A documentary type feel.
Right.
And it was just too, like, I felt, afterward.
Yeah, there's movies like that for me too.
I gotta go watch Dumbo a couple times to get over
I
it.
need a palate cleanser. Yeah, friggin' 8 millimeters. That movie for me, man. I will never watch.
But
that
there's
movie
no
again.
question that dude is a good fucking actor. I love Michael. Rooker.
Michael Rooker. Yeah, my wife's met him. He's on the Walking Dead Hall of Fame over here. She's gotten her shot with him, and she said he is a sweetheart. He is. Good
No,
dude.
I've met him too. Very, very nice guy.
Yep.
Really, he will stop what he's doing to just talk to you for a minute about stuff.
Yep. He's one of the ones that gets it, knows that he's privileged to do what he does, and he enjoys the hell out of it, man. Enjoys his fans. Yep.
There you go. Yeah, I love that guy. So anyway, Michael Rooker is a creepy character because you can tell right from the get-go. Okay, here's a scene where he goes into the embassy, okay, and tells the ambassador to stop harassing his wife.
Right.
But that's probably not what was on that note.
No.
Because he was working with the CIA, he was a double agent. So the communists, the Russians were using him, and he was originally and still working for the CIA, which is why he was the perfect patsy for this.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I love how Garrison kind of catches on to some of this shit, because he points out, he goes, that's what's supposed to be on that note, but we've never seen that note. We don't know what it says.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Michael Rooker's character is definitely down with the establishment, man.
Yeah, that's another good film with him. Absolutely. Look, everybody was good in that
Yeah.
fucking movie.
Yeah.
And by the way, Hackman should have got the Oscar for that.
Yeah.
There again, Quigley destroyed the notes from the interview. Exactly. Everything is too coincidental. Yeah. It's like when you just keep seeing coincidence after coincidence, there's no coincidences. In fact, I grew up not believing in coincidence, that you should be paranoid if something appears to be a coincidence. Like in the movie,
that was that's the area. That's the era that you and I were brought up in. I mean, people forget the 70s were a very dark time because of what happened in the 60s. Things didn't lighten up till the latter end when disco got in and stuff like that. But
the way that you should look at a coincidence is the way that they look at a cat moving in the same spot twice in the Matrix.
Yeah.
What
was that again? Tell me that again. From the beginning. What was that?
Yeah. And but by the way, I don't know if you heard this because you were with your mom, is that basically this is when the deep state began in the United States.
Oh yeah.
This was a coup d'etat.
Yep.
And the attempt to completely take over the government was in 2020, and they damn near got away with it.
Yep. I did like, Oliver Stone's a little bit scatterbrained in this movie. You have to watch it a few times to pick up on all the evidence. But
no. This movie's too fucking long.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just saying you have to see it more than once to pick up on everything that he.
Yeah,
I
not for me. I concur with only a couple of things.
What I really liked was him showing, was it Eisenhower when he was leaving office, his statement about the military-industrial complex. I loved how he started the movie with that, because that's obviously who did him in. He basically, and this is the way this movie portrays it. I agree with it, that they had a bunch of new toys in the military. They'd been trying to get JFK to go to war with somebody to play with them, and he wouldn't do it. So they got rid of him so they could go play with their new toys.
Well, exactly, Sandra. That's exactly what they imply, is maybe, just maybe, that was him warning the Soviets that they're going to try to make you look like you're involved with the assassination of Kennedy.
Yep.
I think there's a good chance of that. Towards the end, I think he started getting suspicious of his handlers.
Yeah.
Because he knew that some of his handlers didn't like it. Alan Parker, Mississippi Burning. Yeah. There was a lot of shit going on at the CIA at the time under Allen Dulles. He was a piece of shit. He really was a piece of shit. He was a murderer. And I don't mean that like, well, he killed for his country. He said things were for his country, and I think he just fucking murdered people that were a threat to him. The actual interview that he's doing here in real life is different than the way they play it in the film. Go watch this interview, because the look on his face when they say, someone says something about the assassination, he goes, I haven't been charged with that. I've been charged with the shooting of Tibbets. Yep. And they went, no, you've been charged. And he's like, what? The look on his fucking face, he doesn't know what they're charging him with.
Yeah.
This is, again, a huge no that he did not talk to a single lawyer the whole time they questioned him.
Just wow.
That's a legal no.
Real job.
That sounds to me like someone was controlling the situation. If they were smart, they would have had someone from the CIA go in to represent him as a lawyer, and then that would have been less suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
But Michael Rooker's character warns him at the airport that they're going to try to kill him. And right here, this where he's like, they're going to try to kill you, man. And he's like, told you not to talk that way with me. Go back, go, leave. Mm-hmm. And then he's in the bathroom, and then he hears people talking in a weird way, in whispers. And he gets out of there, and he fucking runs out of there. And really odd number of cops surrounding that fucking bathroom. And people think, well, they're just cops. They're probably not. No. They had cops right there on the grassy knoll area around that shoot line where most likely the shooter was. Yeah. They were there not for the police department. They were there for the government. And I do believe that there were people within the government that did pull those triggers that day. I do believe it was perfect triangulation. And the decision to go that direction was weird.
Well, we know who took him out. It was the comedian. We know that.
Well, yeah. Anybody who's seen Watchmen knows that. He was in the sewer, but they did prove that was impossible to do, to shoot from that little gutter.
Yeah.
Little drain. You couldn't pull the shot because you would have been looking up through the car, and that's the problem.
No, well, in the movie, he was the shooter behind the picket fence.
Yeah.
In the comic book, it's the gutter.
Is it really? Okay. Yeah. Now they show him behind the picket fence, taking the sling off his rifle and everything and running away. Yeah. But yeah, Rooker's character is totally, he gets into it with his FBI friend and everything. And my favorite line he has in this movie is, how do you know who your daddy is? Because your mama told you so. He's totally down with the law enforcement apparatus of the United States. So he wasn't questioning anything his FBI guys were telling him at all. Yeah.
Well, you had a lot of people. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah.
Who things and photography of the Kennedys doing shit they shouldn't be doing. Because if things got heavy with him, he was going to threaten them. He spied on everybody. He even spied on Martin Luther King, because Martin Luther King liked to dip his wick. And,
and Gary, you already know this. I'm not. I'm just speaking mostly for the chat. There's a big conspiracy theory that JFK and Bobby weren't the only ones. MLK was one of them. Several musicians. There's a big conspiracy theory that a lot of these, accidental deaths in the music
Malcolm X
community
was set up too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That it was all the deep state really went overboard in the late 60s with trying to get things to swing their pendulum to swing back their way. Right. And, there's a conspiracy out there that all of those deaths were, of the musicians dying young and all that stuff was trying to get things to go back to a 50s style. And it just was not going to happen. The genie was out of the bottle at that point, so. But they sure as hell tried, didn't they?
I remember watching it, and I cannot remember that movie, but I watched Edgar with DiCaprio.
Yeah, I don't remember that one either. I really don't.
He's a commie piece of shit too.
Well,
DiCaprio.
Why do you have to redund every single time? Commie, piece of shit. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I know. Commie.
You're a writer, for God's sakes.
Well, in the military, I remember being told by my dad, he says, just remember, son, you don't have to respect the officer. You just have to respect the rank. He says, as we learned in the military, sometimes sir is spelled S-H-I-T.
Yes, absolutely. Especially
And
when
I
you're dealing
learned
with
that from
butter
my dad.
bars.
Oh, man. I had this one fucking gift shipped to our senior NCO in front of us. And I watched my senior NCO turn to him. He says, if you have a beef with me, we discuss this in private, not in front of my men.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's right.
Yeah.
He's so right.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had a senior NCO confront me when I was a squad leader and tell me that I needed to do something. I said, I'm not going to do that. This is my squad. I'm in charge of these people. I'm not walking away from them. And he starts to do something. I said, first of all, you are not my NCO. I said, and if you have a beef with me telling you no, go speak with my sergeant right now. Otherwise, I'm not doing anything. And that's when everybody in my squad wrote on their little helmet bands, I love my fearless squad leader. I turned and fucking got right in that guy's face.
So gay.
I'm not sure at what point in the movie we're in, but it was interesting to me.
It's all over the place. Martin doesn't know how to make a slideshow.
But you know, at one, it was pretty interesting to me that Sissy Spacek's character, Costner's wife, Jim Garrison's wife, wasn't buying into this stuff until Bobby was killed. When Bobby was killed, she was on board. She was like, "Oh, okay."
I just don't like the way she was written. Like, just screeching at him all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I think they could have found a better way of doing it and showing a supportive wife like she was. Interesting point. The Dutch TV prime journalist Peter de Vries did some research into JFK, found out that Woody Harrelson's. I've read about that.
That's a well-known story. Yes,
that he was one of the hobos.
Yep.
Oh, Peter.
And by the way, for those of you that didn't catch it, one of the gentlemen that gets walked out at one point is my boss, Dale Dye.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
General.
Yep. They showed that.
General White.
You told them, I'm sure, about the Jim Garrison cameo in the movie too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You mean this one?
That's him. There he is.
Now, I have to say this about your comment of my skill doing a slideshow. It's funny because it's true.
Joe doesn't get it. Joe doesn't know that you did screw up the.
I fumbled the slideshow.
I don't care. I really don't care. I'm just teasing you.
I do.
Don't worry about it.
Here's a message for Gary.
Yeah, fuck off. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite lines right here, man.
But what? Fuck
Anybody
off?
Who's ever been in combat will tell you that never in the history of gunfire has there been a bullet this ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is one
the
of the
magic
lines
bullet
in the movie.
is so dumb. Like, it's supposed to have done this, that, then that, and then this, and then that, and then that. It's like, whatever.
And then when he's done explaining it, showing it how stupid it is, then he just goes, look, man, this is thick skin, dense bone, and you got a pristine bullet.
And then it was found sitting pristine on the gurney. It's like, fuck off. One more came from behind the picture.
Here's my question.
I love when Seinfeld made fun of this.
Oh, it's the right back and to the left.
The spit scene. And his head went back and to the left. Back and to the left. He does it like 3 times, 4 times. It's just like, wow, that's a lot of time to say that.
So great, man. That's my favorite episode of Seinfeld, is that one right there. And it's because I love this movie, man. I really do dig this flick. I think it's really good. I know Oliver Stone's crazy ass politics are fingerprinted all over it, but you know, I still dig it.
You know, let's start a bad rumor that Woody Harrelson was one of the snipers.
Oh my God, no. Bad Gary.
It's why he got into weed later. To help him deal with the PTSD of killing someone when he was an infant.
Bad.
He was just a child. He was a child. sniper.
No,
Oh,
He
I
was
don't recognize.
He was
Oh
young.
my
He needed the
God.
money.
Oh my fucking
Right.
God. This annoys me when this happens. Trying to pause and my hand shakes so bad I can't fucking pause it.
We love you, Gary.
Right there.
Speak
Recognize
for
him.
yourself.
I had the cause of death. Well, yeah, I think we all know how he died.
No, I paused this for a reason. Do any of you recognize that man?
No.
How about in the audience? Anybody in the audience recognize that man without fucking Googling him?
Oh, I'd have to look it up. I've seen him in other stuff. I just can't think of it right now.
He is in the movie The Thing.
That's right. He sure enough is.
Which, of course, we brought up on Saturday that TK Carter died.
Yeah,
over the
TK
weekend.
Carter passed away.
He played
yeah,
Knowles from The
Mhm.
Thing, but that is Peter Maloney. He played the part of Bennings, the one who gets hostilely taken over in the closet, the storage room.
Right. Matter of fact, he's in the famous scene where he's got the one arm that hasn't morphed yet, and they burn him
he's
up right
outside,
in the circle of all of them
and he
being around.
holds that wild-looking hand
Mhm.
out, and then when he opens his mouth, makes this crazy fucking alien noise.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they burn him
yeah.
up right there in the middle of it. And then they have the discussion, hey, we don't know who's it and who's not. Blah, 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 blah. Yep.
I think John F. Kennedy was The Thing.
No, it was Bobby, man. Bobby was the wild child. Come on, man.
Everybody knows McNamara was The Thing. Come on. But Harrelson, though, wasn't entirely a participant in the Kennedy wipeout. We don't know. I mean, they're just speculation. I don't think we'll ever know who fucking pulled the trigger. And too much time has gone by. Too many people are dead.
They could have made up any story they wanted back then. What they didn't count on was that fucking film. They did not
Also,
count on
witnesses.
somebody getting the film. Yeah.
Witnesses dying during the investigation.
Yeah.
Of cancer, and no autopsy is allowed. Fishy as fuck.
Norman Lloyd is the actor with the gray jacket and a brown tie. Oliver wrote the mobster flick Scarface with Al Pacino, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Stephen Bauer in a place near that place.
Yeah. Baloney.
Hillary was the thing. Okay, Sander.
Yes.
And it was because Oliver Stone knew too many people who were coked up. Yeah, Stone, man. I've tried over the years to like him, and I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I feel about him what Tommy Lee Jones feels about Jim Carrey. I can't abide your buffoonery. I mean, he took a really good Vietnam War film and ruined it with that last line. I flew 10,000 miles to fight the enemy, and the enemy was us. And I'm like, suck a big, gross, hairy, smegmatic dick, Oliver Stone. I hope you get herpes simplex 4 of the lips.
It's so dumb. I mean, because I think we can all agree we had no business being in Vietnam, but
well, we had
soldiers that went there were doing a job, man.
And we were forced into it by a treaty. That's why Australia was there too.
Yeah.
Australia and the United States signed the same treaty with South Vietnam. And we should have been there as advisors and advisors only. LBJ is the one who began ramping us up because of the machine.
They wanted to play with their new toys. They made this new helicopter.
The military-industrial complex, which Eisenhower warned about.
Yep. My favorite scene in this movie, and it looks like you've already gone past it, is Mr. X.
Maybe.
That
maybe not. It
Okay.
depends on,
It's
you
jumbled.
know, it may have been jumbled.
Mr.
You know,
X is a great part of
this
the movie.
is-
Donald
this is a-
Sutherland's Mr. X is
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
we got past it.
This is an original Martin slideshow.
production.
It's his own
It's a
artistic
remix.
vision. Yeah, it's a remix of the movie
JFK, the
by
remix.
Martin.
Wait. I'll confess, I did it to avoid being claimed.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, man, they're making you guys jump through some serious hoops now. That's very weird.
It sucks.
Cocaine was everywhere in the 80s.
Oh God,
I
yeah.
even had a chance to try it, and like, because I did it. I was doing stand-up comedy, and I opened for the Fabulous Thunderbirds. You remember those guys?
Oh, yes,
They did
I
the
remember
song.
them. They were great.
One hit wonders.
Ain't
man.
that
One-hit
tough
wonders.
enough?
Oh, they did get that one, but that wasn't a top hit.
That's
The
my
one
favorite
hit
song
they
by them.
got was "Wrap Her Up, I'll Take It."
Yep.
Wrap Her Up, I'll Take It.
They were a good
Yes,
band, dude. They were good.
I opened for them at the Holiday Inn, and I went backstage, and I have never in my life, first of all, at that point, ever seen cocaine. But I can also say I couldn't imagine seeing more cocaine than I saw when I went backstage. It was
Like a scene from
everywhere in that
Scarface,
room.
huh?
And at first I thought, like, because there is a makeup table there, that I thought maybe someone got the makeup and no, that was cocaine. Man. And that was when I told my manager, agent, whatever you want to call him, I'm not sure I want to do this anymore. Because they kept offering me coke. Like, and I'm like, no, seriously, they thought I was fucking around. I'm a good Catholic altar boy at heart. You know, I don't do that shit. No. Man,
I
that
thought
was
this
crazy.
was interesting. I didn't know about all the different Oswalds popping up all over the place.
Well, he only wanted us to be there as advisors, and he was ramping it down. He didn't want very many people there, and LBJ wanted to be president, and he got assisted into becoming president. His direct involvement with this event is questionable, but I if you look at his history, very criminal. He was a criminal dude and racist prick. And
well, there's horror stories of him
he
having
gave the
staff
military-
meetings while he's sitting on a fucking toilet. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
just wow. Just
Yeah.
come on, man. What an asshole. Literally. You know?
But, you know, the quotable things he has said, racist shit. And I always pointed out, you know, look, if you look at history, history is replete with Dixiecrats being the ones who were against black rights, civil rights, marriage rights, all of it. They were the ones, the Dixiecrats. And Dixiecrat is just a Democrat from the South. That's all it was. They did not like that shit. And he was notorious for using the N-word. Harvey Oswald might have snorted cocaine from his own stash. I don't know. Okay, what movie are you talking about now, Gambit? Well, you know, Lee Harvey Oswald was the lead singer for the Fabulous Thunderbirds before he got shot in the gut by Jack Ruby. In fact, he was on his way to a gig when he got shot. Strange thing that Kennedy was part of the committee in the Vietnam checking out, supporting the French around the time of Ben Phu. I'm going to tell you something, though. Kennedy did not want ramping up. He started, and it took place during the Bay of Pigs, where he started getting a bad taste in his mouth with the CIA.
Yeah.
And that is why he did what he did. A lot of those people felt betrayed by him, but that also led to Cuban exiles who felt betrayed by him.
Yes.
Now, do I believe for a second that Cuban exiles who are good, you know, they're great families in America, started from them, okay? These are good Americans. Hadn't he played any part in something like this? No, I do not believe that for a second.
No.
I believe that this was run as an intelligence and criminal operation between the mafia and the CIA and the FBI.
I think
Because
it's just what
The
Mr.
FBI and
X said
CIA
it
had
was
close relations.
a black op using
Yeah, black op.
every piece of the machine they could use. Yeah. I'm telling you that whole scene with Donald Sutherland, man.
And I'll tell you what, I do believe that Lee Harvey Oswald was a good shot.
Oh yeah.
But the fact is one person could not pull off, because the opportunity for a miss on a moving target is great. And to have gotten all the shots from that fucking window for that short a distance, sorry, no. I also do like that they point out that the driver slowed down. He didn't stop, he slowed down to a crawl.
Yep.
And that was odd.
Yeah.
That still bothers me to this day.
The part where him and Bill are
I
up
hate to think the Secret Service is involved, because they seem to be the one organization who I feel have done their fucking jobs over the years.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think, look, if the Secret Service was involved, they wouldn't have done it in public like that. He'd have been dead in the middle of the night. When Bill and him are up in the book depository, and they're talking about could he crack off these 3 shots and their timing and all that stuff, and they discuss the route. They're like, why didn't they just shoot him head on?
I brought that up earlier too, that they chose a different route that didn't make sense. No, Sanders making an allegation that the oak tree was part of the assassination. Look at that. And the oak tree in front of it, you goddamn right. It could easily have taken that shot. Thanks, Sander. Fuck off, Sander. I'm teasing you, buddy. I'm teasing you.
But yeah, when they're talking about the route, that they're coming right down the street. Why couldn't they just shot them right in front? You know?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Much easier shot. You
know?
Yeah.
Shoot him on that previous street coming into that
before they make the turn.
First shot would have been so much easier. Anyway, worst eyeglass, fake eyeglasses, prop eyeglasses I've ever
you're
seen.
Absolutely
in film,
correct. I noticed
ever.
this too. Yeah.
You can see the dimples in the thin plastic.
Yeah.
You know, it was.
Well, the thing that always bugs me about these fake glasses is they're flat. You'd think by now they'd make them, you know, concave a little bit to get some bend in the light. And you can always tell because it's a direct reflection of the light.
Well,
and it's not bent at all, and it just looks stupid.
But Joe, if you do that, the actor cannot pretend convincingly.
It's. Oh my God, Carrie's in the audience. Run!
She's just trying to forget all the whole thing with the blood.
All the kills she killed. Yeah.
So this is the slideshow for KFJ.
KFJ. I do like the speech he gives at the end. I thought that was a great acting job by Costner at the end. He got really choked up doing it, and I thought that was really cool.
Have that clip, which I wanted to play because there's something important that he says. So I'm going to pull it up for when we do this. There's 2 quotes that he says, and the one is one of the most important ones to think about today. You know, and I won't say what it is yet. I'll pull it up.
Do it
now. He's working on it.
If I were a rich man.
Is this like is this like a game we're playing here, trying to read backwards? I understand you had to flip the pictures, but damn, dude. You might have wanted to drop these slides at the end of it.
Oh, what's really funny is we're 59 minutes into this thing and he's already got the outro. Right? Now we're back. Now we go back into the movie.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You thought it was over. Surprise. I'm going to go ahead. Let me play this right now. So here you go.
Go for it.
Wrong one.
The American naturalist wrote, "A patriot must always be ready to defend his country against its government.
And that is why we are an armed nation.
Yes.
And really the only reason. We have a right to defend ourselves against our own government if they try to become totalitarian.
Doesn't he also talk about in that speech, if it's going to be like this, then maybe we need to do like the Declaration says, just build another government somewhere
just
out
a
west.
little further west.
Yeah, just
a little
further west. Yeah.
Because if it goes wrong and they find a way, because this is something, Ben Franklin always said, here's your republic, good luck keeping it. And it's always believed that, if, because the Bill of Rights, which is, part of our Constitution, I think Dennis Miller said it best. The nice thing, you don't want to replace that Constitution. That Constitution is sound. What you want to do is flip it over every once in a while and write something new in. And I agree with Dennis Miller. Sometimes you got to make new laws to make sure people don't fuck with the original laws. It's like, well, we need to interpret that. Look, I'm going to tell you something. It's not in Latin. So you don't have to interpret it. It's very plain.
It's plain English.
You don't need to interpret it. But sometimes when you have a special case, you have to figure out the meaning of those words in English to this specific case. How does it affect it? And there is where you can do it. But when you hear people saying interpret, fuck off.
Right. Yeah. It's right there in plain English. I think one of the best quotes I've ever heard about the, government and how it can overreach and stuff like that is in the movie The Patriot with Mel Gibson. They're debating whether or not to vote a levy. And he's one of the ones that's against going to war with England. It's not that he's not a patriot and doesn't think they're being wronged. He just doesn't want to go to war over it. Right. And he says, why would I trade one tyrant 3,000 miles away for 3,000 tyrants 1 mile away? Why would I do that?
Yeah.
And that's why we've got a Second Amendment, so we can defend ourselves against a tyrannical government if it comes to that.
Okay.
So
here we go.
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
Yep.
That's right, because a lot of people don't know this, and it's true. This is a historical fact that the idea for the movie series franchise with Freddy Krueger was based off of the fact that Kennedy was shot on Bakalakadaka Street. So we call it the Nightmare on Bakalakadaka Street.
There you go. Good trivia.
Good trivia to know.
But there are rumors that that's where he got the idea for Elm Street.
Wow.
Nightmare on Elm Street, because the president was shot on Elm Street.
Wow. That's cool. Did not know that. One of the best horror directors of all time, too. Wes Craven, man. Awesome. How many franchises did he create? Elm Street, Scream. I mean, he's made some great stuff, man. I remember one of his earliest movies, The Hills Have Eyes. That was a creepy-ass freaking movie, man. Oof.
Yep. And the song that went to that, The Hills Have Eyes.
The hills are alive with the sound of inbreds.
What did you take this morning?
Oh my God.
I took some kale pectate.
I'm just jacked up on Java, man. I've had a long day already, man. I had to go deliver my car to the mechanics at 6 o'clock this morning.
That's what I'm on. Mountain Dew.
Go, man. That may be worse than my coffee, bro. That'll jack your ass up right there. That's caffeine infused.
Wait a minute. There's a lot of stuff. By December 1989, Stone began approaching studios to back his film while in pre-production on The Doors. He met with 3 executives from Warner Brothers who wanted to make a film about movie tycoon and compulsive flyer Howard Hughes. That didn't prophesize itself until Martin Scorsese tackled it and picked the wrong fucking actor for it.
Oh, I don't know. I thought he was good in that movie, dude. I thought he was good in that movie.
He's shorter than everybody in the movie. Howard Hughes was taller than everybody around him.
DiCaprio is shorter than everybody in the movie?
Yeah, he's tiny, dude. He's like
DiCaprio?
DiCaprio.
He's a pretty tall guy, man. Yeah.
I personally love
He's
The
not.
Aviator 04 because of its cinematography, the use of mixing old style Technicolor lenses. Yeah, that was pretty good. The cinematography here reflects the 60s very well. No, I love this film for its overall look, period. And of course, it's got Gary Oldman in it. And I've been a fan of his since the 80s.
Oh, you meant Howard Hughes was a short guy. Yeah, okay. I get it.
No.
I'm sorry. I was like, what in the hell is he talking about?
He was 5'11".
Yeah, Hughes was a short guy. Yes, he was. Very much so.
Okay, I'm sick of you guys giving stupid information. Howard Hughes was 6'4". He was an inch taller than me.
Okay.
And DiCaprio is under 6 foot.
He's 6 feet
5'11".
tall, man. He's 6 feet
He's
tall.
under. No, he's
No,
not.
he's not.
He's 5'11".
I stated 3 times, 5'11".
Okay.
It's not over 6.
And
All right.
that is not tall enough. He was actually shorter than some people in the movie, and he towered over everybody, like me. When I'm
Well, he did a good job
convention.
acting in the part. I know that much. I know that.
Hey, Gary, where are you? I stand up and go, oh, I see you. That's me at a convention. Oh, man, I got to go there too, dude. That was amazing, man, getting to go up in there. It's still in a dry dock, and but they have this fucking ladder that you can go up into the plane and
That's
shit.
a huge plane.
They only allow you to go into
Huge.
certain areas. It's blocked off inside
Huge.
with plexiglass, but it's so fucking big, man. Gary's head is over 6 feet. Yeah, my body's only 3 inches tall. It's all head. Oh, I absolutely don't think he was perfect for Howard Hughes. He didn't look like him. Yeah, like the film. I do like the film, but I think it was piss poor cast. I'm looking at some great pictures of him, man. He has that look. It's almost like in this one picture, clearly the photographer is a female. Look at these lurid eyes Howard Hughes has here. There we go. Share my screen. Share it whenever you want to, Martin.
Give me a sec. Okay.
Yeah, we can end this at any point because the movie's so out of order.
I was fixing to say, we're seeing shit from the beginning here, man. What the hell?
So funny.
I had no idea he had shuffled the friggin' thing.
Oh,
There
me
he is.
neither. Until I saw the first thing, I said, "Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
just so you know, like you can tell he's tall because he's actually standing right next to that.
Right next to the engine cowl. Yeah.
engine. Yeah. But look at those eyes, man. He's looking right through her like, I have you naked in my head. Let's make it real.
Yeah. That guy, he was a little off, wasn't he? But you
Oh,
know what?
he loved women, man.
Yeah, he did.
That guy, he loved women.
Yep.
He was ridiculous.
He was a mama's boy. You know.
He made a woman a movie star who would not fucking sleep with him just to convince her to finally sleep with him.
Don't tell
I'm
me.
talking
Jane
about
Mansfield, right?
Jane Russell.
Oh, Jane Russell. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I
Torpedo
thinking?
tits herself.
Yeah.
She-
The brassiere is what made her, right? Yeah.
Yep.
But you know what? You know that little game, 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? This is a great movie
Don't
They
bring
do.
that up.
for that
You'll
one.
you'll set Anima off
Why?
because I'm in
Set
that
me
now.
off. I just think it's stupid.
Because I was joking about how you could play 6 Degrees of Gary because of my work with Dale Dye in particular. I've worked with
There you
other
go.
film people, but
Yep.
because of my work with Dale Dye, you can play 6 Degrees of Gary.
There you go.
And you can probably connect to just about anybody, even from old movies.
Yep.
John Candy I fucking love this man so much. And he's really slimy as his character.
He is a filthy Louisiana
They made him look so
divorce
sweaty,
lawyer.
fat and sweaty. Fat and sweaty. He's got that shine on his skin because he's so wet. You just want to reach through the screen and wipe him off, going, baby, you are just way too wet.
You as crazy as your mama. Shows us in the genes.
I love his dialogue.
Yeah, he's awesome in it, man. Well, I've said it a million times, and you know it's true, Gary. If you can do comedy, you can do anything. Because the hardest thing to do is comic timing, right? So, yeah. I mean, he's great in this movie. Yeah. Sit your fat behind back in that chair. I'm gonna have your fat behind in the slammer.
I'm just going to point out you have a long face person played by a square faced person. It's not picture perfect. That's bullshit. I mean, I'm not saying that he's not good in a role or something. I didn't think that his acting was subpar. He doesn't look the fucking part, and he's short.
I thought his acting was really good in that one. I thought he should have won the Academy Award for it, but we all know why.
I love that he apparently was so method that he actually collected and pissed in those bottles.
Oh, good God, please. That's just, it's so stupid. But we all know why he had to wait for The Revenants. It's because he boycotted the year he wasn't nominated for Titanic when he was a kid. And the Academy doesn't like that. They make you wait for a long time when you do shit like that.
I'll tell you, an actor who probably should have played him when he was alive was Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, he could have done it.
He had the right shaped face. He had that all-American look,
He probably could have done the Texas Crawl pretty good too.
Tall and gaunt,
Mm-hmm.
So he had the look of Howard Hughes. Somebody like him.
That guy right there has a great quote in the movie. The guy on the previous slide, the Cuban dude, he said, "An inspired act of God should happen and put a Texan in the White House." I'm like, oh shit, man.
Kevin Bacon's character was actually, if I remember reading about him correctly, he's a little more soft-spoken.
Yeah.
And they make him belligerent and vulgar in this film. And that pissed me off again, too, because this is Oliver Stone's politics playing in. Anybody that's a bad guy needs to be vulgar and needs to be belligerent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, just like the left has become vulgar and belligerent. So there may be some truth about that.
Well, they're not lefties; they're righties in this.
I know. I'm talking about now. The left has become that now. Oh man, and I blame that freaking article that came out some 10 years ago saying that if you curse constantly, you are more intelligent. Oh.
Who says that?
Well, what's one of those?
It was one of those studies that they did. Yeah, I remember the one he's talking about.
I know really dumb people who curse all the time, so I don't know.
But it's said that people who are intelligent tend to be more colorful in our descriptive and how we describe things, and are frequent users of colorful language.
I try to rein it in, but sometimes I just can't help it.
Yeah. What's this? Bacon's character is 3 people. I know he's based on 2 people. I don't know about the third. He's based on Perry Russo and what is the other guy? David something. Those are the only 2 I can think of right now. I don't remember the other names. And I think it's either 2 or 3 guys that he's based on.
Have you read Jim Garrison's book about this?
No.
No.
I haven't either, but I want to make people aware of it. I think it's in the credits as a source for the movie, I think.
2 books were sources for the film. Yeah.
Yeah. But one of them is by Jim Garrison, I think. Jim Garrison novel. On the Trail of the Assassins is the name of his book. 1988.
Oh man. It's adapted by Stone and Zachary Sklar for the books On the Trail of the Assassin by Jim Garrison and Crossfire, the plot that killed Kennedy by Jim Mars.
Now, who is Jim Mars? Do we know anything about him?
Apparently he's from Mars. No, apparently no, I was wrong. James Mars died in 2017. He's a New York Times best-selling author. Looks like he focused mostly on historical stuff. Yeah, he's born in Fort Worth, Texas. Died in Springtown, Texas. And he studied and got his degree at the University of North Texas, Texas Tech University. He served in the U.S. Army. He served
Rock and roll.
as an investigative reporter, focusing mostly on aerospace. That's interesting.
Wow.
Then he became a freelance writer, and then he got interested in writing about the assassination of JFK. He has some interesting opinions. And he was also fascinated with UFOs.
Imagine that.
No, I don't have to. It's said it right here.
I'm just saying, a lot of people that delve into this delve into ufology too. They really do. It's almost like they're linked, like they think JFK's an alien or something.
Wait, wasn't him?
Right? No, according to Magneto, he was a mutant. Okay, so I mean, you know.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. He was in Ruby's Carousel Club before the assassination, 2 months before the assassination. The guy who wrote that second book. That's crazy.
Wow.
Now, what are you, Owen Wilson now?
Wow.
That was really good. That was good. I like that.
I do it all the time, dude. I do dig Owen
Because he is this very nasal, and I have trouble doing that, the nasal stuff. Studio President and Chief Operating Officer Terry Seaman liked the idea of his film. He had, Terry Seaman. Oh, Seaman. Sorry, Seaman. Looks like Seaman. He had a reputation for making political and controversial films, including All the President's Men, which we now know is a work of fucking fiction. The Parallax View, which I like that movie, and The Killing Fields, and I like that fucking movie.
All the President's Men may be a work of fiction, but it inspired me to go to college to become an investigative reporter. That's what I wanted to do.
I was inspired to do what I do by watching The Three Stooges.
Excellent.
That explains a lot.
It better. Stone made a handshake deal with Warner Brothers, whereby the studio would get all the rights to the film and put up $20 million for the budget. So gradually, this has a huge budget.
Oh yeah, it'd have a huge budget just hiring all the actors they hired.
It's a big budget. It's not a huge budget. It's a big budget.
Yeah,
$40 million was the overall budget for the film, but what it brought home after it was released is why it was a big movie. It this film, in its run, made $205 million. And that's
Wow.
1991. What again, Owen?
Oh wow.
See, I like 3 of them, including the Killing Fields. Killing Fields is great. I love that movie. It talks about, well, you've heard me mention it, what happened after we pulled out of Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Because of our Congress, over 2 million people were slaughtered.
Yep.
The Khmer Rouge. A good, almost lost film about the JFK assassination is No, I have that movie, dude. If you want a copy of that, I will get it for you, Glenn. I like that movie. I remember going to see that in a theater with my dad when I was a kid. I was 9 years old. It was right when we first moved to Virginia.
Only a decade after.
Not to be confused with Executive Decision.
Right.
Terrible movie. No, it's a good movie. I like the movie. I mean, look, in the first 10 minutes, Steven Seagal gets killed. How can you not like that?
And it was his best performance ever. And it was all
Of a death
CGI.
scene. Yeah, of a death scene. That's right. When he gets blown out of the fucking. Yeah, he fucked with the wrong people, and they shortened his role. I hate to say one of them was Leguizamo, but it was Kurt Russell that got him fired.
I just added this bookmark today. I bookmark stuff on X all the time to show on different things. And let me see if I can find it.
What should be something like not related at all?
No, it has to do with Steven Seagal. Let me see if it's on here. No, I guess not. It must have been on YouTube. I saw it. I'll see.
There was a kung fu master that made fun of Seagal this week. There's a shot of Seagal in training this guy, and he says, "And this is the one we call the dragon chasing the ball." And immediately the kung fu master pops on camera and goes, "That is not true. That is not true. That he made that up right on the spot. That is not true. That is not a move." Kung fu.
Wow.
Nixon's a good film. My problem with Nixon, and I love that Bill Murray said it best. After he read the first 5 pages of Wired, the story, Woodward's book about John Belushi, he closed the book and he said to himself, "Oh my God, Nixon was innocent."
Wow. Like, yeah.
He
Bill Murray. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bill Murray's great, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Back and to the Left. And the best use of that one, Meth, was in the show Seinfeld, where was it a loogie? Someone spit a loogie and hit Kramer, and they showed the video in slow motion. And you'll see here where he gets hit, his head goes back and to the left. Repeat. Yes. Back and to the left. And it was making fun of this movie.
Yep.
Vangelis composed Costa Gavras from. Oh yeah, I love that movie, Jack Lemmon.
Oh,
why do you bring up movies unrelated, dude? Gambit, stick to the theme. Come on, brother. Missing is actually a great film. It's one of the films that brought some attention to people going missing in South America. And,
here you go. I'm going to share it here, buddy. Hang on. You're going to crack up when you see this, bro. I saw this on X earlier today. It's so great.
Joe, I already made this. Why are you?
No, goon. It's from Verbal Riot. He says, "We really allowed Steven Seagal to become an action star after seeing him run like this."
Oh my God, yes.
Here we go.
Make sure you mute it. Okay, good.
I don't need to. I didn't share the sound.
Okay.
But guess what the music is playing in the background?
I don't know.
Running on empty.
Running on empty.
Yes.
Running low. Running around.
Check out the limp wrist.
Well, what kills me is when one hand is
the windmills,
like this, and then the other one is like doing this shit. There he did it right there. The fucking windmill. What the fuck is with that arm? That's not normal. You need to get that checked, Steven.
Look, he's even got the windmill going there, bro.
Oh my God. The costumes in this fucking movie are ridiculous that he wears. That one, look at that goofy fucking jacket he's wearing there. Oh my God. Who was his wardrobe here?
Somebody
Oh
who
my
didn't
fucking
like
God.
him.
Oh my God, that's
All
great.
right, we got to stop because we'll get claimed. I'm
yeah,
sure.
don't get claimed. Don't
It
let
was
go too
published
far.
in. Wait, what are we talking about here? Benny Hill music? Yeah. Yeah.
I figured you'd get a kick out of that one, man.
Hey, man.
BRB.
Get a bucket.
It was published in '66 as Rush to Judgment, a critique of the Warren Commission's inquiry. Oh, that commission was such bullshit. Above the look, I actually like a handful of his movies. They were his first movies. I love Above the Law, Hard Target. Was it Hard Target or Hard to Kill? Hard to Kill. Yeah, Hard to Kill. And what was the next one? Where he's in Chicago or New York, going after this gangster, and played by William Forsythe. That was a good one. I liked that one. And then I liked the Navy one because my boss is in it, but that's not the only reason I like it. I like the movie where he plays Casey Ryback. And I liked his death scene in Executive Decision or whatever that movie is called. Steven Seagal sometimes does these weird running styles, like flapping his arms and hands. Yeah, he's got a weird fucking run. Yeah, Under Siege. I love the movie Under Siege. 1, not 2. 2 is garbage.
2 took place on a train, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes,
and
dumb.
I loved 2 of the people in the film. The one dude from Dune, 84, was in it. And oh my God, I got to look his name up because he's a former writer and radio guy. Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. What, is it going up his ass?
What?
Oh, Eric Bogosian is who I was trying to think of. Eric Bogosian, I always liked him, and Everett McGill. I fucking love both of them. I could give 2 shits about Katherine Heigl. I guarantee Seagal was trying to better, though.
Well, yeah.
Seagal was constantly trying to do that shit with the women he acted with.
That's why Kelly LeBrock left his ass.
Yeah. Well, because he's also
beatings.
physically abusive. Yeah. He was physically abusive, and I believe her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bogosian. I fucking love Bogosian, man. I like his writing. I like him as an actor. Talk Radio, good movie. Yeah. The 1966 book has a conflicting notion of what really transpired behind closed doors. Yeah, it's all part of the conspiracy, man. That organization was part of it. Just saying it like it is. You know, they were part of it. Their job was to help quash out the conspiracy and make it look like one guy fucking did it. Yeah. So anyway, that's it, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of looking at all of you.
Hey, man, we did a 3-hour movie in under 2 hours. Pretty awesome.
By the way, did you catch the asshole who came into the chat wanting to watch the movie for free?
No, he wasn't there. I don't think he was around.
I wasn't here for the first hour, buddy. So yeah.
Yeah, we finally caught one in the wild and not just in the comments.
Yeah, rather than in the comments under the video, actually jumped on the show after 2.5, 3 years of that shit. You know, like, I want to fucking watch the movie. Tell this guy to shut the fuck up.
No, he was like, just start the movie. It's so annoying. We're not even 10 minutes in, so.
Wow.
Oh, these are trolls. They're trolls.
They're
trolls
trolling.
are good for your channel, I've been told.
Okay.
So
remember the good old days when we would get the bots?
The porn bots? Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a
was
good
fun
porn bot in a while.
I gotta tell you, man, not my idea of what a good porn bot is.
The only bots I see now are on Kick. Whenever I broadcast on Kick, there's always somebody trying to sell me some bots to watch my channel.
Yeah, that was one of the
Always.
reasons why we left that platform. It just didn't work.
People are watching over
Okay.
there, though.
Here we go.
What?
So lonely, so lonely, so lonely inside real alone.
That's too good.
Share screen. So let me find something here for you. This is when you say porn bots, this is what
Oh, yeah.
I picture.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
this is
What
what
are you,
what
what
this
are you
is what
putting
they
the show
this
now?
is what they should be. I'm sorry, this is what they should be. Absolutely. That is what a porn bot should look like.
Yes. Little Austin Powers for your ass. What's up?
Yeah.
Fembots. What's happening?
Fembots. Yeah, when you say porn bots, I picture fembots, you know. Then it's all like, yeah, just promoting stupid stuff. It's like, yeah, that's a letdown.
Can you imagine Baldwin playing Jim Garrison?
Yeah. What's that?
Baldwin.
No, Martin, what did you say?
Somebody translate, please.
Good
Yeah,
thing
it's-
Alec Baldwin
Good thing
was in art.
Alec Baldwin. Eric Baldwin wasn't in it.
So I was reading something now. Donald P. Belisario, creator of Quantum Leap, talked about meeting Lee Harvey Oswald in the Marine Corps. Yeah. Well, somebody, like, he served with people. So, yeah, I'm sure a lot of the fuckers met him. Very evident that they were covering it up. Anything could have happened from that point on, according to the schmucks. And what they relied on is people dying. That's why they put it off to 2039. But our current sitting president got that shit released early. There's no reason to keep that shit secret to this day.
No. Everybody knows.
Matt
Anybody with half a
Damon.
brain knows. Anybody with half a brain knows that the military industrial complex did him in.
Well, I do have to say, I don't think he thought the first time either. I don't think he's prone to thinking. Alec Baldwin.
Eric Baldwin?
Belisario said he walked in on Oswald reading Pravda and almost beat him up. Informed him Lee was just a weirdo. I like that.
Eric Baldwin.
Man. Yeah, we've got his birthday coming up too soon. Mel Gibson. I can do it too by pronouncing it in Korean. That's Korean. Bob Balaban. I like Bob Balaban. He's a good actor. Yeah, and by the way, hi Bumpy. Good to see you, man.
Wow.
What?
There has been some time without seeing Bumpy Johnson here.
It's been a few weekends. Yeah, I know. That's cool. Yeah, I like Donald P. Belisario. Yeah, I miss the days when Hollywood was populated by guys that were actual fucking veterans. They actually served something other than their own personal needs.
All right.
But what I love about him is his work with one of my favorite shows of all time, Magnum P.I. He did a good job supporting the military through a lot of his entertainment.
Yep. My dad, by the way, highly endorses the new version of Magnum P.I. He loves that show, man.
It's not good. It's bad.
Is it?
It's really bad. Yeah,
he digs it.
He fucks Higgins. Yeah, that's how I'm going to tell you.
What?
That's no good.
Yeah. Of course, it's a girl. Higgins is a girl this time.
What?
No, no, no,
Oh,
no, no,
well,
no.
shit.
That is
Yeah, I'm glad the show got canceled.
Well,
It had
could
terrible
have been
ratings.
worse. Imagine if
Right? Imagine if it wasn't a chick. Yeah, he seemed to like it. He said it did a lot more of the military background of Magnum.
That's the only thing it did, but it screwed up the entire storyline of him and his buddy who gets killed, or he thinks is killed, and it just completely destroyed that story. That led to, did you see the sun this morning? Gone. It's not in there.
Wow.
They completely spoiled that character. Yeah, so I'm not an advocate for that show.
Gotcha.
But
I
he
wouldn't know. I
did
haven't
look.
seen it.
He did look. Black Sheep Squadron, also the movie Baba Black Sheep. He was involved with the making of Battlestar Galactica, Mission Galactica. He also created one of my favorite shows, Quincy. He was the executive producer, showrunner of Quincy. I love that show. Tales of the Gold Monkey, Airwolf, the TV movie, and then later the Airwolf TV series.
James Michael
Of course,
Vincent.
Magnum PI. And he was the producer of a film that I liked called Last Rites with Tom Berenger. Quantum Leap. He created JAG.
Wow.
And he created, of course, Quantum Leap too. And those two shows got rebooted by inferior programs, Magnum PI and Quantum Leap. So, and all of them canceled. In fact, CBS canceled it, and NBC picked it up and found a way to make Magnum PI worse, to where it was a romantic series. Like it's just a romantic show about him and her going off on missions together.
No.
And it's just like,
No.
No, fuck off.
Anybody that knows the lore knows about Higgins. So, yeah.
the only reason why I watched the show was the best part of the show was Rick and TC, because I like those two actors
Yeah.
that played them in the new series. The rest
I
of the
saw
show,
them-
I would fast forward through it.
We used to see that car driving around Fort Shafter all the time. They filmed a lot of it on Fort Shafter.
Yeah, I don't even pay attention to that stuff, buddy. I don't care. I will give a shit about Star Wars when it doesn't have the stink of Kathleen Kennedy all over it. I will go back to Star Trek when they find a way to get the stink of J.J. Abrams and Alex Kurtzman off of it.
Saw something
You
last
need-
week. They're going to reboot the cinematic Star
What?
Trek again.
I heard
need-
it.
What? They're rebooting what?
Star Trek.
Cinematic Star Trek, not
Yeah,
the
Paramount's run by new people,
Hmm.
and Kurtzman's out, JJ's out, and they're going to reboot the whole thing, but don't know what that means. I don't know what that
cautiously
Not gonna do it.
optimistic.
I'll be
Cautiously
optimistic if it takes place after Next Generation.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm tired of going back.
Stop going
back.
backwards. Let's see the next generation.
Yeah. Yeah, but I gave up on Star Trek long ago.
Well, we all did when Paramount got a hold of it.
There's a song about that. Somebody mentioned the gentleman. Let me look up his name. Forget his name. His name is Don McLean. Don McLean wrote a song called American Pie that is opens talking about Star Trek under Alex Kurtzman when he says long time ago, long before I could remember, and something about the widow cried, but it was about Star Trek.
That's excellent.
I went nowhere with that. It's just a dumb joke.
No, that's good. It's good. I
yeah,
got it. You know, I got it.
Yeah, the song long time ago.
I've never been
I
a
still remember.
huge fan of anything but OG, but I do.
I like Next Gen. I did. I like Next Gen.
I just couldn't get into it, Gary. I sat there and watched Encounter at Farpoint just like everybody, hoping
I
for the best. You
understand
know,
you. Those first two seasons were rough, but the show gets better.
It
I
did.
do like the Borg.
Season
I think
3 is when it got better.
Yeah.
They got better uniforms too, not the spandex onesies. Yeah, once they started getting into that, it got better. The writing got better. Season 2, of course, was during the strike, and so they ended up taking scripts from what was supposed to be Star Trek Phase 2 and adapting them into Next Gen, including one of my favorites from season 2 is when they dealt with this alien creature claiming to be the devil for all cultures. And basically that entire episode was Kirk and Spock versus this devil character. And Data took on the part of Spock, and Picard took on the role of Kirk.
Yeah.
In it, of outwitting this alien entity and proving that it's a con. It was, she's a confidence woman.
What does God need with a starship? Yeah.
Best line in the history of Star Trek.
Yes, and it's in one of the worst movies, but friggin'
it's not Kirk's fault. It's not Shatner's fault, by the way.
No.
That was by the executive producer who Nimoy warned Shatner not to listen to him. And that's a matter of record. He was warned not to listen to him. And yet he did,
so it is Shatner's fault.
Well, he trusted the wrong person. It is. He trusted the wrong fucking person.
The only other version of Star Trek that I've ever watched at length is the one with Archer on it, Enterprise. Yeah.
I did like that show, but I thought it was a mistake going back.
Yeah.
And that's what's opened the door.
Right.
What they did
keep
after.
trying to they keep fucking up the lore of it every time they
Holy
go backwards.
Shit. Eric von Daniken passed away on January 10th.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I made an announcement of it.
Just saying.
Because I thought that guy was going to live forever. And it was so funny when Anna asked me, she's like, well, how old was he? And I said, like 1.6 billion.
Yeah.
But yeah, it shocked me a little bit. But I'm like, yeah, that guy was fucking old. He was 90 years old. And I was like shocked. He kept like appearing in shows. And I'm like, holy shit, he's still on this ancient alien show. He still makes appearances on there. Well, now he's not. It'll all be previous footage of him from this point forward. But that guy had an impact on my life when I was little. I was like 5, between the age of 5 and 7. Man, my dad read me the book, and was Chariots of the Gods. And I became interested in UFOs and all that shit because of my dad and Eric Von Däniken. I just forgot his last name.
Däniken.
Everybody's got their path to it. They do.
By the way, a question about Von Däniken, Gary. Did you ever read his comic book?
Wait, what?
Von Däniken, he had a story into a comic book. Yeah. I had that.
No, I never knew about that.
Oh, yeah.
Look it up. I'm just looking at what Gambit said. You guys are the real reason I and all of us in the chat can come here and have a good time. Absolutely.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be shit without you, Gambit. Thanks a lot, man.
You guys make it fun for us.
Yeah.
It's like without the chat, I would have stopped doing the show. I would have.
There's no other reason to do it but to.
And I'll tell you right now, YouTube, Google is making me not want to do it. They're really making me not want to do it.
They are sabotaging.
They're sabotaging us. We went from being in the hundreds to thousands of views to now like under 100. They're fucking around with their bots, doing shit. And they don't give a fuck about creators. They really don't.
No.
And if they hurt us, they don't give a shit.
They're trying to lean this towards streaming now. They're
they
trying to
get away
become
from
the next Netflix.
They want us to go away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why they did what they did to Tom.
Yep.
Mead.
Did he hear back from him about anything?
It's not getting better. To my last time I talked to him, you guys, still have the comic, so you're having less viewers now. What? Yeah. Overall, over a period of a week, a lot of our films that are like, especially we talk about certain films, we will the more popular a film, the more views we get. And I don't always do popular films, but I like talking about certain films. And so we will do a film simply because it's popular, and then we'll watch that movie. Still to this day, let me just show you like what's going on. I'll just show you guys.
See, Sander has the comic.
Yeah, I saw that. So let's go to live and share screen. Please share this for me, Martin, when it pops up, please.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Well,
I got to stop sharing screen. There we go. Now share
we're
screen.
waiting.
You have a video. You can just click that.
Right.
It's quicker saying.
Sure. All right. So here we go. We have these. This is our live page. You start looking at some of these numbers under 100. And I know Keith doesn't get that many numbers. Keith and the Chief.
But he
was
should.
Really
They do a good show.
Yeah, they do. But I'm not shocked when I see like right around 100 for them. But now we're seeing like just in the 50s for them, under 100 for us on Bruce Almighty, me, myself, and Irene, The Majestic. And then we're just going to skip down a couple weeks. Let's just go down a few weeks. And you see the sudden deceleration of the channel begins right around 5 weeks ago, because we go to like most popular, go to popular. The Hell and Back is 85,000 views, 66,000 views for 5 Million Years to Earth. Soldier with 25,000. You get stuff like this. The Shoot is 10,000. And then you just start going down, and then all of a sudden it's like we see a massive drop off, because we usually get about a minimum of 1,000 views on a show after a couple months.
Yeah, they're definitely messing with Gary, guys, because look, I've got a simulcast here that I did with him on Delta Force. It's my most popular live video.
So
it did
weird.
20K views.
Yeah, we
And
didn't.
it's
we
nowhere
didn't
near
know
that
what
on Gary's
happened.
channel.
Yeah.
Nowhere near that. It's ridiculous.
And
was
I know
fucked up.
why they fuck with us is because they don't like what I say. I've been tagged. I know I've been tagged as one of those people that's critical about the shit that they fucking love. Ghostbusters 2 only got 468 views. Come on, It's them fucking with the algorithm to screw our channel. And I just, I've accepted it. Like, maybe we'll just deal with the few hundred views for shows now. We'll just deal with that. I'm happy with that, because that'll keep us going. But now we're getting under 100 per show. We didn't change anything. Nothing
Changed a
changed.
thing since I've been hanging out with you for 4 years. It's ridiculous.
No, we do it exactly the same. So why is it suddenly doing it? We're doing everything that should feed into the algorithm the way it's supposed to. People tell us all the time we don't even show up on their YouTube channel when they their main page when they log in. We're never on there anymore.
We have an explanation here that YouTube censors, so it didn't show in our chat. I cannot bring it up, but I can try to read it. Forgive the butchering. Okay. Bumpy Johnson said, everyone being throttled to feed Candace Owens, lol.
Oh boy.
Wait, where is that? I don't see it.
On YouTube chat, it's like the 2 from the last.
Don't look in here, Gary. YouTube is censoring it.
Yeah.
So you can't bring it up. It's not in here.
And we are open, by the way. They shouldn't be censoring us at all.
Yeah.
PCM with Gary. Have you ever done World Trade Center, recently released on 4K from Shout? That might be Oliver Stone's most toned down film politically.
I don't think I will be able to.
Is that the one with Nicolas Cage?
That's the Nicolas Cage movie. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, Bumpy. I have trouble watching 9/11 movies. I get overly emotional. And I got into that movie a few minutes and I had to stop. I started getting choked up watching it. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. That's one of the films I couldn't watch. I couldn't watch one where they crashed into that field where they forced the plane down.
Yeah,
Couldn't watch that movie.
Flight 93, I think is the name of the flight.
Yeah, Flight 93, couldn't watch it. Couldn't watch it. That is a day that all you got to do is get me talking about it, and I start getting emotional, and I get like weepy emotional, like making the ugly face because I'm fighting crying. I can't do it. I just man, United 93. I haven't watched it. I can't. I couldn't make it through the documentaries about these incidents. I just couldn't do it. I get too emotionally charged. I volunteered to go back into the military after 9/11. And because of my child, I couldn't do it. Because for me to do it, I had to give up my rights. The algorithm should be taken care of. I don't know what that means, Gambit. Are you threatening the algorithm?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Are you sending a hit?
Yeah, you say it like this. That algorithm should be taken care of. Like, taken care of good.
Forget about it.
Are you understanding me? It should be taken care of.
Just saying.
Anyway, guys, let's get out here.
Best films ever made. Yeah, United 93 is one of the best films ever made, and I'll probably never know. I emotionally can't handle it. I can't handle it. I tell Animal all the time, there's some things I can't watch because I get overly caught up in it. And anybody who is, alive for 9/11 here in the U.S., it hit a lot of us hard. And like I said, I volunteered.
Forget where you were.
Back.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, it's almost like I knew where I was when John Candy died. That was such a major impact on me. Yeah, John Candy was just somebody I loved. I loved that man.
I will never forget guy that I bartended with back in the 80s called me. He lived on the north side of the base. I live on the south side of it. And he said, "Joe, you're never going to believe what I just saw." I said, "What's that?" He said, "I just saw Air Force One coming in treetop high with 4 F-15s in tow." I said, "What?" And sure enough, the president was on the TV from Barksdale right over here 20 minutes later. Yeah, I'll never forget that day. That was crazy.
Dear Zachary, I seem to have forgotten that one. Hold on. Dear Zachary, a letter to a son about his father is a 2008 American documentary film written, produced, directed, edited, shot, and scored by Kurt Kuhn. It's about Kuhn's close friend. Oh, this fucking movie. Oh my God, this fucking movie. Yes. That's bumpy. That is an emotional fucking movie. I've talked to people about that. They've never seen it. And I'm like going, you need to see that fucking movie. That is a movie about a fucking murder. Oh my God, yeah. What an important movie about the abuse by people think men are the only ones out there that abuse. No. Yeah, I challenge anybody to fucking watch that Dear Zachary film and walk away thinking only men abuse.
Who thinks that?
A lot of fucking people.
Yeah, they do.
That's just stupid.
Well, people are dumb most of the time. Yeah, it's troublesome to watch 9/11 as a 9/11 survivor. Yeah, I started crying within the first minutes and all the way through. Yeah, it's an emotional movie. Yeah, it's like I absolutely admit I cried watching that fucking movie. It is so fucking rough. So yeah. Anyway, I don't think I'll ever do that film on here. I don't think that's a movie I will do. It's such a heavy subject that I don't think I could have fun doing a show like that. This show would suddenly become like a talk show where we're not having fun. I like us having fun, Bumpy.
Hell
And
yeah.
I just can't do a 9/11 movie because of it too, because I'm going to be emotional the whole show. Because talking about 9/11, I get fucking oh. And like I said, man, I was like, Zoe's dad already and was raising her, and I'm like, what am I going to do? And I tried to go active duty and thought I could take her with me, and they're like, no, if you go active duty, someone else has to be put in charge of her. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And that's the way it is. As a single parent, you got to put someone else in charge if you get deployed. So fucked up my chance to serve in the second Gulf War. I served in the first one and would have liked to have served in the second. I saw it actually 2019 on DVD. I saw it when it first aired on, I think it was Netflix, wasn't it? Wasn't it on Netflix? Back
World
when
Trade?
Netflix was a piece of shit. No.
You talking World Trade or United 93?
No. We're talking about the movie that Bumpy brought up. Zachary.
Oh,
Dear Zachary. I think that was on Netflix. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's get out of here, guys. Bumpy, get here sooner, please.
You've been
Good
missed.
to see you. Yes. Good to see you, man. And I want to
Improper
thank all y'all
salute.
for being here
Proper
today.
salute.
Yeah. I'm going to salute like Steven Seagal. Fingers slightly apart, thumb down.
Try this one. Here's the drill team one. Let me get.
This is how I always saluted.
There it is.
Yeah. You're doing a proper one. I did this one.
Well, I was on a drill team for 4 years. I mean,
All I know is my officers liked my salute. There you go. I like that salute, soldier.
we did the bounce, the
Yeah,
spring
I did.
loaded.
Mine came up like that. That's how my hand came up. My elbow went out and arm came up to the salute. My officers fucking liked it. That's a good looking salute there, soldier. Seriously, fucking liked it when I did that shit. It wasn't like any of the other guys. It was a proper salute.
Right.
All right. So Gambit, thanks for being here, man. Snorty, Slasher Fred, Penny, Glenn, Andy Morrow, Sander Hammerschlag, Meth, and of course, Bumpy Johnson. Goddamn, man. Good to see you, dude. Like, I got worried you got bumped off.
Bumpy.
like Bumpy. But again, another forgotten thing about this film, JFK, that Martin Sheen was a narrator. And
Yeah,
so there
he
you
was.
go.
He sure as hell
Yep.
was, wasn't he? Yep.
Yep. So that's it, guys. We're going to get out of here. I want to tell everybody here, thanks also. Martin, thanks for being the right side of my brain. Anima, thank you for being here. And of course, Joe's Atmosphere. Also, Anima, thanks for loving me and stuff. So anyway.
It's okay.
It's okay. That's it, guys.
not
We're out of
gay.
here. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Matt Damon.